Last but not least, this is embargo until 6 AM on Friday.
Certainly not least. Dele, hello. It is very early days, but could you give us some idea of what it's been like training with Sam Allardyce and what kind of things he's been saying to you guys?
Yeah, like you said, it is early days, but it's been really good, and all the boys have been coming in. Obviously, new manager, you want to impress, and yeah, it's been good. And like I say, he's told us always to start to a new journey, and I'm looking forward to being part of it.
You're still relatively early in your England career, but do you feel because there's a new manager, it's almost like you've got to start again?
Yeah, I think everyone obviously I've played for England before, but it's a new manager of new style and stuff. So you want to come in and you want to do your best. But that's the same with whoever it is managing you. You want to do your best and play as well as you can for your country.
This is about looking forward at the next World Cup qualifying campaign, but let's just get the uncomfortable stuff out of the way first and just reflect on Euro 2016. Is it a regret from your point of view that you never really got to play in the position that you've done so well at Tottenham for? It was a slightly different midfield position, and I know midfielders have to be flexible, but was that a bit of a regret from your point of view?
Oh, I wouldn't say it was a regret. I was happy to be out there and to be a part of it. Like I say, when you're playing for your country, you'll play anywhere, even if it's in goal, if you just want to be out there and put on the shirt. So I wouldn't say that was a regret. So the manager made his decision. I was happy just to be a part of it. And
have you worked out what happened that night in Nice?
I wouldn't say we've worked it out. It's one of them. We can't dwell on it too much. It was a tough defeat for everyone to take. The fans and the players as much as the fans. We all felt it and we was all devastated. But I think it's important that we move on and we don't think about it too much and dwell on the past. We've got to keep looking into the future.
Yeah, Adam Lallana was saying that he was looking forward to this next game because it means that last game will be out of your way, and then suddenly Slovakia will have been your last game, and you really can then move on, can't you?
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, after that last game, everyone just wanted to put on a shirt again and go out there and get another 90 minutes and try and make things right. Not just for us, but for the fans as well. I'm sure they weren't happy with the result and stuff, and neither was the players. So it's important that we do go out there in the next game and get the win.
It's likely to be a different match though this time from the one that you played against Slovakia in the Euros, isn't it? It's a different context and everything, really.
Yeah, definitely. It's every game's different. You can't say any game's the same. You never know what's going to happen. And like I say, we're just going to go out there and try our best and try to get the win.
And what have you made of the new face in the squad, Michail Antonio of West Ham?
Yeah, he's. I think everyone's seen what he's done at West Ham. He's a great player, and I remember watching him when he was at Nottingham Forest. He's always been a threat, and I think he deserves his place here. And we haven't really trained much together so far, but he's a really nice person, and yeah, all credit to him. He's worked hard and he deserves to be here.
And I mean, England in qualifying have been absolutely fantastic in recent years. You haven't lost a qualifier in 7 years. How much are the players looking forward to sort of picking that up again and showing the nation, if you like, look, we are a good team, in case you'd forgotten?
Yeah, I think we are a really good team, and there's a lot of depth in the squad, and like I say, everyone's fighting and hungry for it. So yeah, we want to go out there and get the win and try and play as well as we can for the fans and for the country.
And in terms of your club, everybody's looking at Tottenham thinking, oh, we haven't started quite as well as you did last year, and people coming up with theories about, oh, the players are tired. Tell us, what from your point of view, are the players still tired, or are you raring to go? And
yeah, we're a young squad and we're hungry for it, and obviously I'm here now on international with England, and that's all I'm thinking about at the minute. But yeah, like I say, I think we're all hungry, and I wouldn't say that's a worry of ours.
And you got over the disappointment of the end of last season, because up until then it'd been an absolutely fantastic year for you, hadn't it?
Yeah, it was a brilliant year for all the players, and I'm sure a lot of us could have learnt a lot from last season. But like I say, we're on international now, and we're looking to make things right for the country here at England, and yeah, we're just going to put the last season behind us again and look forward.
It was an amazing year for you, and do you think, because of all the experiences you had, that's going to make you an even better player? With club and country, I'm talking about, because there was lots of good as well. You shouldn't just think it all ended sadly, because there was plenty of good stuff there as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was a crazy year for me. It happened quickly, and I've got a lot of people to thank for it. And there's definitely a lot of things that I've learnt from last season. And I'm young, I'm 20 now, and I've got hopefully a long career ahead of me. And I just want to keep improving and getting better. And hopefully this season can be even better than last season.
Hope it is. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Dele Alli Foster from BBC. Nick was talking about, your career went up and up and up, voted for by your peers, PFA Young Player of the Year. How much of did it hurt personally that you had that night in Nice?
Oh, it was horrible. You know, it was a really hard one to take, and like I say, I think the players felt it just as much as the fans did. I think people need to understand it was hard for all of us to swallow, and yeah, like I say, I don't want to think about it too much, but I just want to look forward now and try to put that behind us.
How important was it that you got, a good mate in Eric, and there was, you had Kyle, Harry as well, and Danny, that you had the five of you going back to your club, you could sort of stick together and get through it in a way?
Yeah, I think, the squad here is really tight, and we all sort of tried to help each other out after the game, try to stick together and try to pick each other up and try to look at the positives. I know obviously it was a hard one to take, but it's important that we do put it behind us, and yeah, I'm delighted to play for my country and to get picked, and to be able to do it with the boys from Tottenham. They're great lads and they deserve to be here as well. So yeah, I think we're all just going to keep working as hard as we can and try and make things right.
There was that bit of limbo, wasn't it? Because Roy called it a day straight away within sort of an hour of the final whistle in Nice. A bit of limbo for the players until you found out who the new man was going to be. And what was your reaction? Do you remember when you found out that it was going to be Sam Allardyce? Were you surprised?
No, he's a great manager and he's had a great career, and like I say, you can see it from working with him just these few days. He is really passionate, and it's, for me as a youngster, to see a manager that passionate, it makes you want to be here and makes you want to play for him and do well.
Was that missing in the last England squad from Roy?
No, I wouldn't say it was missing. I think, like I said, Roy had a great career and he's a great manager, and maybe things just didn't go right for us in France, but I think he had a great time here as an England manager, and they did achieve a lot. So, because
Eric was saying that it might not have shown, but there really was a good atmosphere in that group behind the scenes in France. What differences have you sensed in the short time that you spent here in this camp ahead of the first match?
Yeah, I think that was one of the surprising things. We all got on so well off the pitch. It was all going well, and we all bonded really well as a team. And obviously coming here, there was a few new faces, but not too many. And the atmosphere still sort of stayed the same. Everyone's getting on well, and everyone's bonding even more as a team, which I think is important. And yeah, like I said, we're just looking forward to the game now and seeing the new tactics and seeing what happens. And
Wayne continuing as your captain, but saying, "This is it. This is the last 2 years for him." So, better make sure you get to Russia for him.
Yeah, hopefully. Obviously he's a fantastic player, and I think he could have kept playing. But yeah, he's a fantastic player, and whatever decision he's made, that's up to him. But yeah, he's a great guy as well, so we'll all be working extra hard as well.
But it looks like it could be in your favourite position. Sam's already said that. That's where he sees him dropping in there, but you're just going to have to make do. You can't kick the captain out of the way.
No, everyone likes a bit of competition. I'm not, just because of what you said. I'm going to keep working hard and keep playing. And like I say, I'll be happy to play anywhere for the country.
How do you see, finally from me, how do you see yourself developing as a player? Because some of the goals you scored and created last season, everybody's thinking, wow, here is a finished article. It doesn't get much better of what we've just seen there. But how do you feel that you can develop yourself over the coming months?
I wouldn't say I'm the finished article. I've still got a lot to learn, and I can still keep improving. So, I think there's still a few more things that I can keep working on short term and long term. There's definitely more things. So I'm just going to keep working hard on the training field and off it, and just trying to make myself as best as I can be.
Have you worked on your temper a little bit?
Yeah, obviously I've made a few mistakes with that, and I know, and I've got to make the mistakes to learn from them, and I definitely would say I have. Yeah.
How have you had somebody had a word with you, either at club level? Or?
Yeah, the manager spoke to me and stuff, and obviously from what happened last year, we had to miss the last 3 games. I realised that I can't do them kinds of things. So yeah, I have been working on it, and I know I need to keep it under control.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
From James Ollie.
Thanks, Dele. James Ollie from the Standard. You've already sort of touched on this, but how tough is it to have the England captain playing in your preferred position, sort of just psychologically, when you join up with the group and you think, okay, all things being equal, he's going to play probably where I'd like to play?
I wouldn't say it's hard. Obviously I am young and I'd like to play anywhere for my country. Like I said, if the manager chooses Wayne to play in the number 10 role, then that's not my decision to make. I'll take it, and I'll keep working hard and try and keep working and just getting in the team.
Do you feel you can produce your best in another role though?
Like I said, I'll play anyway. I'm not really bothered about where he puts me. I'm just happy to be out there and try and help my country.
As a team, you haven't had a friendly match this week, which you normally would do. Has that been useful, or will that be useful to sort of bring everybody together to move on sort of from what happened in the summer?
not having a game.
Not having a game, just having the time to bond, or
Yeah, it's, we're here for the time together, and we just want to spend it and enjoy it, and keep working hard and get to know the manager and get to know all the staff that's come in, and the new players as well that's here. We want to train together and get a full understanding of how he wants us to play and what we got to do to win the next game.
I mean, it does pitch you straight into a tricky qualifier though under a new manager. Are you convinced you will be ready for that game on Sunday?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's our job. Things always change in football. You can never predict anything, and we've got a new manager now, and we're going to keep working hard, and the players are all raring to go and to get that first game underway.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks all.
Thank you. Cheers.
Good luck.
Thanks.